Hello and welcome. This is Marie Hayden with Renew You, and you can find more about me at www.mariehayden.com. I just want to thank you guys for following me and sending me your questions, and I'm happy to jump on here and answer them. My goal is to introduce you to intermittent fasting, a simple, easy way to transform your lifestyle and start feeling better inside and out. So I embarked on intermittent fasting for my own personal sort of exploration, and I'm happy to share that I've had some outstanding results. One being that I've been able to eliminate my Hashimoto's hypothyroidism, and I've been able to help my adrenals immensely. And this isn't just with intermittent fasting, it's also taking part in exploring food intolerances and allergies and making better choices for foods that what I like to call serve me. So without further ado, I want to touch base on intermittent fasting and what it can do for you. So once you get into this rhythm of 16 hours without any food consumption and 8 hours when you are consuming 3 meals, you can start to hone in on how to effectively make gains for yourself. So what does that look like? What's a gain? Well, for some people, it's about weight loss, but I also have people that are looking for weight gain as well. So I want to touch on both of those things today. So when you break your fast, it's really important to make sure that you're having foods that don't give you any sort of reaction once you consume them. So breaking the fast is actually breakfast in America, but in other parts of the world, it's actually what you break your fast state with. So what I like to break my fast with is fats, but sometimes I need a break from just having fat as my first thing that I consume, so I lean into meats. Meats are great to help me in my performance when I'm working out. It's great for helping me sleep better, and really increasing my protein as I'm getting older is really, really monumentally important, because as I get older, my hormones take a major shift, especially going into that perimenopausal and menopausal stages, and just overall feeling better. Another option on the completely other end of the spectrum is if you're a pre- and postnatal mom, you want to also make sure that you've got protein as the mainstay of your diet. So what things can look like. You consume that fat, or you consume that meat, protein, maybe it's eggs, maybe it's fish, and you have gastrointestinal disruptions. So you want to note that down and journal it, and then maybe try and reintroduce that in maybe a week's time and see if you get the same results. Meanwhile, you're going to go and try a bunch of different foods as your first meal. So you're really getting an answer quickly as to whether or not gastrointestinal distress becomes something that's coming up for you. Another thing that can come up is any sort of things related to the digestion. So you can come up with bloating, you can come up with diarrhea, you can come up with constipation. And one of the things to remember as you shift into a more protein and fat-led meal stance is that your body is killing off a bunch of bacteria in your gut. So if you've got some gut dysbiosis, if you've got irritable bowel system, if you've got a backlog of different foods that just have accumulated in your intestines and now they're kind of caked on, I know it sounds really gross, but I mean, our intestines are massive and they hold on to so much gunk. And so as you're transitioning to break that fast, some of those foods that you're consuming are not necessarily intolerant foods, but they're foods that just can't flow freely through your backed up system. So what can you do about that? Well, that's for another video. But right now, I just want you to focus on journaling what things you can consume to break your fast that don't bring you any symptoms immediately. Now, that's not to say that you don't get symptoms 2, 3, 4 days later. My system tends to take a little longer to give me a reaction now, whereas before, I used to get reactions pretty much instantaneously. But now, I tend to take about 3 or 4 days. And is that good or bad? I'm not sure. I'm still exploring. So for now, that's your goal. Explore your foods. Find out what works best for you to break your fast. And stay tuned. Drop me any comments down below, and I look forward to hearing more about your successes. Take care, and bye for now. Renew You with Marie Hayden.